All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace, love, and salutation to you, Akim, that push this truth and truth sincerity. Yet and still another article relating to the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. All right, it's one thing leading to another with the chip, and Esau just using this technology to get the masses to accept the chip. All right, so this is from Hack Day. It says RFID payment ring made from dissolved credit cards, because credit cards are literally the thing of the past, man. Just how like checks are the thing of the past. Nobody really pays with checks anymore. All right, so as you can see, this is a RFID ring on somebody's hand, and it's always some Edomite. It says RFID payment systems are one of those things that the community seems to be divided on. Some only see the technology as a potential security liability and will go as far to disable the RFID chip in their card so that it can be read by a would-be attacker. Others think the ease and convenience of paying for goods by tapping their card or smartphone more than makes up for the relatively remote risk of RFID sniffers. And this is going to be used, it's going to be mandatory, but it's going to be in the people's right hands or foreheads pursuant to Revelation 13 and 16. All right. It says, we think it's pretty clear which camp he's in. Let me read this. Slacky. David Sykes put into creating this contactless payment ring. We think it's pretty clear what camp he's in. All right. It says, all right, so the whole ring making parts sound easy enough, but how does one get an RFID chip linked to their account? Easy. Just call the bank and ask them for one. So, wow, the banks actually have this technology now. Of course, they won't just send you a little RFID chip and intend it to mount in your hacked up project. If only things were so simple. But they will send you a new card if you tell them your old one is getting worn out and needs a replacement. All you have to do when it gets there is liberate the electronics without damaging them. David found that an hour or so in an acetone bath was enough to dissolve the plastic and expose the epoxy encased RFID chip, assuming you scrape the outer amounts of the card off first. He notes that you can speed this part of the process up considerably if you know the exact placement and size of the RFID chip. That way you can cut out just the area you're interested in rather than having to liquefy the whole card. Once you have a chip, you just need to mount it into a ring. David had designed a 3D printable frame. If you got a high solution LSA machine, that is, which accepts the chip in a new antenna made from a coil of 38 AWG magnet wire. If the components settle into the printed frame, it's off to a silicone mold and a liberal application of epoxy resin to encapsulate the whole thing in a durable shell. If a ring is not personal enough for you, then the next step is getting the RFID chip implanted directly into your hand. See, there it goes. These are even folks at Hacker Cons who will do that sort of thing for you if you're squeamish. And let me show this clip if it plays. All right, so that's how they're making it convenient for you people to get the RFID chip. It's going to be from an RFID ring to an RFID chip in your hand. It even says it in an article. Let me read this again. It says, if a ring is not personal enough for you, because a lot of people are worried about the security or their private status or their private business information getting hacked. It says, then the next step is getting the RFID chip implanted directly in your hand, and that's going to be made mandatory soon. All right, whenever the Lord puts the idea on the elites to make the chip mandatory. These, excuse me. There are even folks at Hackers Cons who will do that sort of thing if you're squeamish. All right, so this is the time that we're in, man. All right, this is the time that we're in, man. We're in the last days of the last days, and they're gradually making this chip, um, you know, convenient for the masses. All right, and this is not some conspiracy theory, because you got other camps that say, "Oh, you're just a conspiracy theorist." Well, the proof is in the pudding. They got an RFID ring, and it's soon going to be the RFID chip in somebody's hand. All right, so this is Psalms 36:1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, the servant of the Lord. The transgression of the wicked saith within my heart, that there is no fear of the Most High before his eyes. All right, the wicked, all right, they have the audacity to say that they don't fear the Most High, that they're above the Most High, pursuant to Isaiah 14. All right, they're making this technology because they seem that they think themselves to be seen to fit that they're the Most High, and they can track people with an RFID chip, a tracking device. It's basically a tracking device, all right? And once you place this in your hand or your forehead, they basically have your soul, man. Verse 3, for he flattereth himself in his own eyes until his iniquity be found to be hateful. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. Yeah, he's making it seem like, well, this is just the new wave of the future. Everybody's doing it. We got an RFID ring, and if you want to go even further, you can put it into your hand or your forehead. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. Yeah, it's deceit. All right, it's deceitful, because that's how Esau gets down. He uses deceitful words to get you to go off. Just how he makes it easy for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to eat pork. It's literally everywhere you go. So literally, you're going to start seeing more RFID technology. All right. All right, it says the words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He have left off to be wise and too good. Verse 4, he deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth that evil. He abhorreth not evil. And yes, Esau Edom is devising mischief as we speak. All right, this devil literally doesn't go to bed until he can devise a way for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to go slap off. All right. Verse 5, thy mercy, O Yahweh, is in the heavens, and thy faithfulness reacheth unto the clouds. So we have to put our trust in the Lord as these events transpire, as they make this chip mandatory. All right, they're going to go from the ring. They already went from the credit card, all right, and people aren't feeling that. And Esau is using these deceitful words to say, hey, look, instead of using your credit card, because, you know, when people use this credit card, it takes a long time. You got to put the chip into the chip reader. Sometimes it don't read right. All right, we got a ring now, and then pretty soon that ring dissolves and it's obsolete. Well, we got this chip you can put it into your hand. That's Esau using his words full of iniquity and deceit in verse 3. All right. So this is Psalms 19 and 21. It says, excuse me, it's actually Proverbs 19 and 21. It says, there are many devices in a man's heart. All right. Salaki, so continuing on, it says, there are many, Proverbs 19 and 21, there are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord, that shall stand. All right. So the next scripture is 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right, we're not ignorant, all right, of the devices of Esau Edom. All right, you know, meanwhile people are still on this I don't know, whatever distraction they're on. It was Nipsey Hussle 3 weeks ago. Last week it was Easter. I don't know what it is for Jake, but You know, you can't be ignorant of Satan's devices. Esau is the physical manifestation of Satan, man. You got to watch out and see what this devil's doing, you know. And, you know, springtime, everything is peachy keen, so to speak. All right. But you got to watch out for this devil. It's the 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. That's Esau Edom. All right, everything that he does causes destruction. All right, like for instance, there was this billionaire that pledged $1 billion to clean the earth. When these devils, they pollute the earth. They put chemtrails in the air. They make bad food. They pollute the ocean. All right, there's a trash in the Pacific Ocean 2 times the size of Texas. So this man is full of destruction, man. All right, because he was created to be that way. That's how the Most High created this devil to be. Okay. Verse 4: Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worship, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of Most High, showing himself that he is a power. And that's his mentality. He thinks that he's a god. All right. Verse 5: Remember ye not that when I was with you, I told you these things, and now you know that, and now you know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. And Esau is being revealed now more than ever in his time, man. All right, for his tackiness. All right, for his devices, he's being called out, and he can't take it, man. He can't even take it that he's being called out, man. All right, verse 8: And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And he's using his prophets to expose him, to reveal him, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right, and he's going to be destroyed. Well, he's going to be taken out on this side. All right, but he's going to do 1,000 years of slavery and be destroyed after that, pursuant to Obadiah. Verse 9: Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan. It says even him whose coming is after the working of Satan. So it's not the spiritual demon Satan. This is talking about a man on the earth, and that's talking about Esau Edom, the so-called white man. It's not the Arabs, man. The Arabs are not coming up with this technology. All right, this RFID rings, okay? They're not polluting the earth, okay? It's Esau Edom, the so-called white man, okay? The red man, the red Hebrew Edomite. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. This RFID chip is a lying wonder, man. He's going to come at you and say, he's going to come at you and say, well, this is an easy way to purchase products. As you can see, look at this. Let's watch this video again. So this is a lying wonder. He'll say, well, this is the next thing. It's going to be easier. Nobody can hack your information. All right. But he's getting you to go off and take your soul, man. All right. Verse 10: And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. All right. So this man is on a prowl because he has a short period of time. All right, because he knows that his rulership is about to be up. So let me give you the result of taking this RFID chip. It's Revelation 14 and 9. All right. And the third angel followed them with a loud voice: If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. All right, because soon enough, like this article says, it's going to be implanted directly into your hand for you people that take it. It says, the same shall drink, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb. So if you take this chip, all right, you're going to get destroyed in the Third World War, all right, from the missiles or either the laser beams coming off the chariot when the Lord comes back, okay? So this is not something you want to be hip on. You don't want to be hip on the chip, okay? You know, Esau has a short period of time, and he's pulling all stops. All right, the last stop being this RFID chip. So with that, I hope that was edifying, and I want to say shalom.